Hey everybody, and welcome to your daily dose of joy. I'm so excited to be hanging out with you awesome folks today. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of personality types. And guess what? We're talking about Mercurial personalities. You know, those folks who keep us on our toes, always full of surprises. If you're digging this video so far, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Alright, let's talk about intense emotions. You know, those moments when your heart feels like it's about to burst out of your chest and your mind is racing a mile a minute. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster, where every twist and turn brings a new surprise. And when I say intense, I mean riding a roller coaster while eating a spicy jalapeno popper intense. Imagine the adrenaline rush of the ride, combined with the fiery heat of the pepper. It's a sensory overload that leaves you breathless and exhilarated all at once. Sound familiar? One minute you're on cloud nine, laughing your heart out with friends, feeling like nothing could ever bring you down. The next, you're feeling all the feels, like you're watching the saddest puppy dog movie ever. It's amazing how quickly our emotions can shift from one extreme to another. And the thing is, these emotional shifts can happen faster than a cheetah on a sugar rush. 1 second you're calm and collected, and the next, you're overwhelmed by a sudden wave of emotion. It's like your heart has a mind of its own, and it's constantly surprising you with its unpredictability. One moment you're telling a hilarious joke, and the next, bam! You're hit with a wave of emotion that's totally unexpected. Maybe it's a memory that suddenly resurfaces, or a song that triggers a deep feeling. Whatever it is, it catches you off guard and leaves you reeling. It's like your emotions have their own GPS, and they're not afraid to take a detour through Feelingville at any given moment. You think you're headed in one direction, but then your emotions decide to take a scenic route, leading you through a landscape of unexpected feelings and experiences. But hey, that's what makes life interesting, right? These emotional twists and turns are what give our lives depth and meaning. They remind us that we're alive, that we're capable of feeling deeply and experiencing a wide range of emotions. So the next time you find yourself on an emotional roller coaster, embrace the ride. After all, it's these intense moments that make life truly unforgettable. Okay, let's talk about impulsive behavior. It's that sudden urge to do something without thinking it through. You know, those moments when you just can't resist the temptation. You know, those moments when you're like, should I order that giant pizza all for myself? It's a battle between your cravings and your logic. Nah, that's crazy. I'll take two, because why not? Life's too short to deny yourself the simple pleasures. Mercurial folks, you're the masters of spontaneity. You live for the thrill of the moment, the excitement of the unexpected. You see a karaoke mic, you grab it and belt out your best rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not about being perfect, it's about having fun and living in the moment. You see a chance to try skydiving, you're already strapping on the parachute. The adrenaline rush, the feeling of freedom, it's all worth it. Life's an adventure, and you're not afraid to dive headfirst into the unknown. Every leap of faith is a story waiting to be told. But hey, sometimes those impulsive decisions can lead to some pretty hilarious stories. Like that time you decided to get a tattoo of your favorite celebrity on a whim. And then that celebrity got canceled the next day. Oops, it's all part of the journey, the highs and the lows. Remember that spontaneous road trip you took with your friends? No plans, no reservations, just the open road and endless possibilities. The laughter, the unexpected detours, the unforgettable memories. Those are the moments that make life truly special. Or that time you impulsively bought a pet. You walked into the store just to look and walked out with a new furry friend. Sure, it was a big decision made in a split second, but the joy and companionship it brought into your life was priceless. Trying new hobbies on a whim, like picking up a paintbrush and discovering a hidden talent, or joining a dance class just because it looked fun. These spontaneous choices often lead to new passions and skills you never knew you had. And let's not forget the people you meet along the way. New friends, interesting characters, all brought into your life through a series of impulsive decisions. So, here's to living life on the edge, embracing spontaneity, and making the most out of every moment. Because in the end, it's the impulsive choices that often lead to the most memorable experiences. So, go ahead, take that leap, make that spontaneous decision. You never know where it might lead you. After all, Life's too short to play it safe. Live boldly, live freely, and most importantly, live life on the edge. All right, let's dive into the wonderful world of inconsistent interests. It's a realm where curiosity reigns supreme and the pursuit of knowledge knows no bounds. One day, you're all about learning how to knit underwater basket weaving, a skill that combines the tranquility of water with the intricate art of basketry. And the next, you're obsessed with collecting vintage rubber duckies, each one a tiny piece of history with its own unique story. Hey, variety is the spice of life, right? It's this very variety that keeps life exciting and full of surprises. Mercurial folks, you're like the ultimate explorers of hobbies. You navigate through the seas of interest with a compass that points in every direction. You're not afraid to try anything once, whether it's something as simple as cooking a new recipe or as complex as learning a new language. And you dive headfirst into every new passion with the enthusiasm of a kid in a candy store, eyes wide with wonder and excitement. But sometimes, that initial spark fizzles out faster than a firework on a rainy day. And that's totally okay. It's all part of the journey. It's like trying on different hats. You're bound to find some that fit perfectly, making you feel like they were made just for you. And others that just make you scratch your head in confusion, wondering what you were thinking when you picked them up. One moment, you might find yourself engrossed in the mysteries of the cosmos, reading about distant galaxies and stargazing on clear nights. The next, you're channeling your inner artist, painting canvases with bold strokes and vibrant colors, expressing emotions that words can't capture. Or perhaps you're learning to play a musical instrument, each note a step closer to mastering a new skill that brings joy to your soul. You might even take up gardening, nurturing plants and watching them grow, finding peace in the simple act of tending to nature. And let's not forget the culinary adventures, experimenting with new recipes, blending flavors, and creating dishes that tantalize the taste buds. Or perhaps you seek balance and tranquility through yoga, each pose a step towards inner peace and physical well-being. Sometimes your interests lead you to volunteer work, where you find fulfillment in helping others and making a positive impact on your community. And then there's the thrill of travel, exploring new cultures, tasting exotic foods, and immersing yourself in the beauty of the world. Through all these pursuits, you grow as a person, each experience adding a new layer to your understanding of the world and yourself. So embrace your curiosity, let it guide you to new adventures, and remember that it's okay to have a million interests. After all, it's what makes you uniquely you. The world is your playground, and there's always something new to discover. So go ahead, plan your next adventure, and let your curiosity lead the way. Because at the end of the day, it's the journey of exploration and the joy of discovery that truly enriches our lives. Chapter 4. Fluctuating energy levels. The energy enigma. Okay, let's talk about those fluctuating energy levels. One minute you're ready to conquer the world, fueled by enough caffeine to power a small city, and the next, you're basically a human sloth draped over the couch. Sound familiar? Mercurial folks, your energy levels are like the stock market, always unpredictable and full of surprises. Some days you're like a rocket ship blasting off to outer space, and other days you're more like a sleepy turtle taking a leisurely stroll through the park. But hey, that's what makes you so interesting. You keep everyone guessing, and you're always down for an adventure when the mood strikes. Alright, let's talk about unpredictable reactions. You know, those moments when someone tells you a joke and you burst into tears of laughter. Or maybe you start singing opera. Hey, you do you. Mercurial folks, you're the masters of keeping everyone on their toes. You're full of surprises, and you never fail to spice things up with your unique perspective and reactions. Some might call you unpredictable, but we prefer to think of you as refreshingly authentic. Okay, let's dive into the world of relationships. Mercurial folks, you're not afraid to wear your heart on your sleeve. You dive headfirst into connections, and you're always down for a grand romantic gesture. But let's be real, sometimes those relationships can be a bit of a roller coaster ride. You might fall head over heels one day and then need some space the next. It's like you're constantly trying to find the perfect balance between closeness and independence. All right, let's wrap things up with a topic that's near and dear to my heart routines. Or should I say, the lack thereof. Mercurial folks, you're the ultimate rebels when it comes to sticking to a schedule. You're like a free-spirited butterfly, flitting from one thing to the next, embracing spontaneity and adventure. Who needs a planner when you have the power of improvisation? So there you have it, folks. The 7 signs you might be a Mercurial personality. Remember, these are just a few common traits, and everyone experiences them differently. The most important thing is to embrace your unique personality and all the quirks that come with it. If you're a Mercurial soul, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences and how you navigate the world with your awesome, ever-changing energy. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personality types and all things awesome.